See how it ends up going here. There we go, and we are live, I do believe. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So hello and welcome back to another episode of our wonderful Stoneblock 2 series. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of Thaumcraft, since we didn't really get to finish Thaumcraft and all the things that we ended up working on yesterday. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this. So, where we ended up leaving off with Thaumcraft is we ended up getting our arcane workbench and everything all set. I did take a little bit of time to essentially kind of like scan everything, so we got quite a few of whatever this actually means and whatever it actually is. So I basically like went around, I just scanned everything, pretty much just got everything that I possibly could with the thumb here. So going back in here, we have the ores, because I did actually end up going and scanning one of the ores chests and everything. And apparently that actually gave us like, let's see if it actually is going to do anything now. Just like, I scan right there, so it only scans the first 100 items, is what it says. So we can just like go in there and we could like scan all of those and all of these. So what we have next in the Thaumcraft, it's the only thing that I can think of calling it, is we have the celestial observation and everything, which we ended up finishing off with. But now we have discovering alchemy. So looking at the whole discovering alchemy, it essentially says that we need experimentation and something to hold alchemical substrate. A simple brewing stand will not do. What I need is a mystical crucible. A cauldron is the right shape and size, but as effectively a big metal bowl will never be able to hold the magical energies. So applying some Salus Mundus to the cauldron should resolve my problems, which is basically some of this right here. So we can take that, but we need to make ourselves a cauldron. And a cauldron's just, it looks like it's just a little bit of iron there, and we definitely should have enough. We have 6 iron there, but if we end up going into our ore pieces here, let's see, we have a bit of iron there. So let's just make that into these. And that will make some iron ore chunks. Can stick them right into our wonderful little cooker here, and it'll get that all done and cooked up in a couple seconds here. And welcome to the stream, Soul, as well as I Do Blank. Glad you guys could join us for our wonderful episode 12, part 2 of our Thaumcraft here today. Certainly looking forward, like it's something where I was looking forward to actually doing something, kind of picking off of where we ended up leaving off yesterday, because where we ended up yesterday is we only got a little bit into this book. We got a bit of the fundamentals. So while those things are cooking, I want to show you guys another thing that I kind of experimented with. So there's this whole thing with create a theory. And essentially what we do is we end up clicking like one of these, and we do whatever it says. So perform some random experiments to see if anything can be discovered. So basically we click that, and we can see like we got some alchemy and some fundamentals, -2 though. So we click this one, and we can reject our alchemy findings, basically saying, yeah, no, I don't like that, or we can go and experiment again. So let's experiment again, and this time we got a lot of arcane infusion in there. Moving on to here, we can reject these or experiment again. Now, usually it gives a like inspire thing, which will basically give us a third one. But in this case, I'm just going to click that. So we're going to get some of these, which I have no clue, honestly, what it really means. And we can complete that theory. And it just poofs into somethingness. So we can go over here. We have a lot of molten iron. So we can just quickly go. We can kind of just get all the molten iron and everything turning into blocks of iron. And then on this side, how much iron did we actually have there? So we have 2 ingots worth. So let's make 2 ingots here, and that'll take a couple seconds. So we can grab that and that. Let's make ourselves a cauldron. I'm going to put the cauldron probably like right over here in the corner, pretty much just next to everything there. So I'm going to put it maybe on this side. And we take some Salus Mundus, and it does its magic into a little magical crucible here. With that done, we should be able to essentially complete this, and then get into our discovering alchemy. So I have my crucible. Now I need something to experiment with, and I happen to have the perfect thing. I spent many a late night studying thaumaturgy, and flickering torchlight is not the best thing to read by. A magical light is what I need. Glowstone's good, but I require large handfuls, and it lacks style. Yeah, now glowstone just, it's okay, but it doesn't look awesome. So I'm sure I can alter it into something better. The crucible needs to be placed over a source of heat and filled with water. Once the water boils, I can start adding the things I need. So let's go right into here. I don't know how you ended up getting in here. There we go. Let's get rid of that skeleton. So basically what it's saying is it needs a little bit of heat. So let's see if I can go... Oh, there's some iron in there anyway. Let's make ourselves a bucket. Take our iron back. Just going to run over to here. Grab some of that. And now basically what we're going to do is we're going to dig out underneath there. Put some of that there. And now we need some water. Let's see. I don't know if I have any water readily available. I think over here is probably the most readily available water source. Oops. I want to take it from over there so it can at least be an infinite water source. So let's head back over here and let's make our water start boiling. Don't know how long it's going to take, but that's basically what I ended up going. It basically said, hey, we need to go and do that. So with water, once it boils, I start adding the things I've jotted down, a recipe. So it looks like we need to add some glowstone dust into there. So let's see if we can find some glowstone dust somewhere. Here's a bit. I don't know how much it needs. So yep, it looks like the water is starting to boil and bubble. So let's try putting one of this in there. Put another one in there. I don't know how much it needs. Does it say anything about how much it actually needs? Fire, light, and energy. Does it need the crystals? Might need the crystals. I'm not entirely sure. We can try. So it needs basically 10 fire crystals, 10 light crystals, and 10 energy crystals. So let's try that. So we have in here, so we have fire, so we just need about 10. 10 fire. These are water. No, that doesn't seem to be right. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We also unlocked a couple of these things here, but I want to finish our alchemy first. So, it does seem we need light, energy, and fire. Now, I wonder, if we go in here and we pull down our shift, we can see, like, each thing has its own little, like, power. So, like, we even have these, so these are kind of like light. So we need fire, energy, and power. So, let's see what we can find. So that's mostly just life. Music. No, that's death. Oh, redstone. Redstone, some power. I think we need like 20 power or so. Let's see. Do we have any fire? We have obsidian. Obsidian's a bit of fire, but it's a bit of other things on top of it. I don't know what exactly we have there. So let's go back over. Whoops. So it says that it needs 10 light, 10 energy, and 10 fire. Now, what if we have any fire, anything over here? Anything that could possibly be fire. Oh, 10 energy. So we have some energy here. So coal looks good. And then we also have the Ignis crystals, which are only worth 1 each. So we have fire, we have that, and we have light. Okay, so let's try. Let's see how this ends up going. Ow. Okay, don't jump in there. So we have some of these, which is basically a bit of energy, but if we stick the coal in there, that's what we need for that. Oh, okay, nope. And then we also need some light. So let's put another one of these in. Let's see what it starts doing. Like, it almost seems like it's wanting to do something. Oops. Didn't mean to toss that there. Let's put that in there. Get it bubbling. Let's see. Once I have all I need to do is store in the catalyst. If all goes well, the glowstone will absorb it and transform it into niter. Not sure what happened to the excess, so I can only assume it will dissolve. Shift right-clicking with an empty hand will empty a crucible. Each crafting operation will consume some of the water, so you have to replenish it. So shift right-clicking, which I'm guessing is maybe like with that. No? Oh, shift right-clicking. So let's empty the crucible here. Let's grab some water, and let's try it once more. So it looks like basically we need to add the stuff in it first. So we start off with that. And basically it needs 10 fire, 10 light, and 10 energy. So let's go grab a little bit more coal. Because coal seems good. So that's... Now does it need to be exact? I don't think it needs to be exact. So that's some 10 fire, 10 energy. Now it just needs, like, light in general. Is there anything like that's specifically for light? Like some sort of light crystals or something. Let's see. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. So I'm gonna try. So let's put one of these in. Too cool. So if I put this in here, and I put 2 coal in there, I should just be able to add the glowstone dust, and it should turn into something. I don't think it does. So it looks like it needs to be exactly the right amount. So we may have to empty this, because all we need is the fire, we need the light, and the energy, but we're also getting a couple other things. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it wants to work there. So let's try this once more. Let's go back over there. Let's quickly eat some apples. Apples are good for you. Okay. So we can do that. That's fine. We can add in 1 coal. We also need something that looks like it's pure energy, I'm assuming. Because we have 10 fire, 10 light, and 10 energy. If we put in a piece of coal, we get 10 fire and 10 light. Just put in the coal. That's all bubbling, and now we just need straight up energy. Let's see. There's no straight up energy that I'm finding there. Because this gives energy, or this gives light, but it also gives us like a couple things that we don't want. Let's see. I wonder if one of the candles does anything. This gives a lot of... A torch launcher. Oh, I remember that. Let's see. Anything that gives, like, just straight up light. It only light. Let's see what we have. Gives a lot of other things. I don't think we have anything that gives just straight up light. Because that's just lots of energy. Uranium ore gives death. I mean, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. Let's see. Anything that just gives me some light. Straight up light would be good. Oh, that's... Black quartz is straight up energy. Nothing in there. How about our miscellaneous items here? Let's see if anything just gives straight up light. No, that doesn't seem to. Capacitor, nope, not the capacitors. There's a lot of unique stuff, actually. Especially from what I'm looking at there. Pulverized coal, I guess pulverized coal does the exact same thing. So how do I get light? Like, how do I kind of, like, box up light in some way, shape, or form? Um... Gonna try adding in some glowstone dust again. Then add in another glowstone dust just to be able to go and kind of, like, start doing things. Shift left clicking doesn't exactly do it. Because we have, like, all that... Whoops. Don't jump in there. Okay, so... yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're missing here. We have power. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm just going to try maybe adding in... gunpowder seems interesting. Just straight up power. The bubbles make me think that it's working, but... doesn't seem to do anything. Strange. Okay, let's try some of these. Maybe these will help us start going full circle. So, Aromancy and Infusion. I'm going to try Aromancy. Things that need to be discovered. Visit the lowest depths in the world. Visit the highest peaks you can find. Okay, and then what's this one? Observation, Arcane Fusion. And it looks like we discovered these things as well. So I've been applying it. Anyone can enchant that lifts it into the air, but infusion should be able to imbue the object with lightness itself, making it part of its essential nature. So let's finish this. Discovering infusion, which I do believe completes. I think we're going over here to the infusion altar. Is probably what's coming up next. So let's see. We have enchanted fabric, a robe, a workbench, and some boots. So it looks like we're going to start making some things. So we need just wool and some string. And I don't know how many that makes. So let's try. Let's grab some wool and grab some string. So let's put this in here. And then take the string. We can split that up nicely. And that makes a bunch of enchanted fabric. So that probably completes up here. And then what we have next is, so we need 8 enchanted fabric, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we need 19 enchanted fabric total. So we need another 7 more, which I'm sure that we could probably grab some string out of here. There we go. There's a bunch of string. And let's just get rid of a couple of these guys here. See if we can't get any string from any of the lone spiders somewhere in there. That would be good. Let's just get rid of the creepers. They're the most annoying parts. Not really seeing any spiders. Do we have anything in, like, hiding in one of those? Not really. So let's go back over here and see if we can at least make maybe 7 more. Oh, come on. 17, we need 19. So we are literally 7 strings short. But we can start making at least the robe, I believe. So it gives me a discount when you're making things. So we have the robe. So it looks like it has to slowly start making things. So we have the robe. Robe is good. We need the leggings, and then we need the boots. So we give it a second, we can make the leggings. And yeah, we're still the 2 short on the boots. Can we turn white wool back into string in any way, shape, or form? I don't think so. So we have those. So let's see. It doesn't look like they give any real armor protection or anything. But they do give a discount on some of the things that we end up doing. So that's probably something that we definitely want. Poke these guys and see if we can't find any spiders. Must be at least one spider in here somewhere, right? Worst case, you could probably try going through some of these common loot crates here. We have a lot of loot crates that we haven't really gone through. Some common loot crates there. There's some string. One more string, come on! Just need one spider. Just need one spider. What in the heck? How'd you get out? What are you doing in my face? Okay, let's just get rid of these guys. Oop, that was a compressed skeleton, I see that. Let's see if we can get one more string from any of these guys. See what ends up happening. We have that creeper that came down. Let's get rid of these guys. Okay, and it seems almost like this side is completely full. So let's take that rare loot crate and maybe just put some, like, of the junky things over here. So we actually only need one string. There has to be at least something somewhere up there, right? Maybe in one of our random chests. 41 string, there it is. That's what we need. So let's put our last two in there. Put two there, two there, two there, and two there. Make our last two just to be able to go, and now we can make our leggings and boots. So we can kind of just go, we can kind of swap that out. Doesn't look like there's much of a hat, but I have a mage's outfit on now. So all in all, I'm quite pleased. So basically what we have is, I think we've essentially taken care of the infusion and everything, now that we actually have like some sort of infused armor to a certain degree. So let's see what we have here. So basically we need to go all the way down, and then we need to go all the way up. Oh, that's going to take forever. So I'm probably not going to be doing that this stream. I would really like to be able to go. I'd really like to be able to figure out exactly how to make the yellow niter. Because that's definitely something that we need there. But I don't particularly know how to end up going and how to end up actually working this thing. Ouch. Don't stand on top of it. Like I said, maybe it goes and maybe it adds in something bad to a certain degree. Let's see if I can... Yep, there's a chest. That's exactly what I was looking for. I can place a chest right next to my bed. Basically, just kind of like put the armor in there for when I'm doing any Thaumcraft related things. That way I can at least survive in general with emerald armor, which is better than diamond armor, surprisingly. So let's put these little crystals and everything back and see what we can end up doing. So, we have the ores here. So cinnabar, when smelted, produces quicksilver. I don't know if we have any cinnabar. We have one. So when smelted, it produces quicksilver. So let's smelt this and see what ends up happening. There we go. It's nearly done. And that makes quicksilver. Wow. So I can probably put that under our little ores section there. So that kind of helped us out a little bit. Knowledge totals. It looks like we have some aspects here. Actually, this may help. Primal aspect. So it's fire. What do we have for just basic light? Light is air plus fire. So can I potentially combine Fire plus air. So let's try one. So can I combine fire and air into anything? Doesn't look like it. Wait a second. What if both these in here? Doesn't make anything. So how exactly do you combine the fire as well as the air to be able to actually end up going out, actually be able to end up making? So you do have alchemy here. Oh my, okay. Okay, we have our basic infusion, which looks like it means, so they want a banner and a mundane belt. 3-string and a alchemical brass ingot. I have no clue how the heck we make that. Looks like we can also use alchemical brass nuggets. We can make it out of leather. A fancy belt. 3 leather, gold, and a diamond. So, is that practical, though, is the big question. Arcane paving stones and infusion. But we need the theory of arcane infusion. And we also consume some vials of air essentia. I'm assuming it's actual air. So I guess I have to like write with air or something. Possible infuse these objects. For example, you could infuse a stone with air and a feather and result in a very light stone. Okay. And what do we have up here? Arcane paving stones has no innate magical properties, but acts as a spell sponge. So let's complete that. And figure out how we make that. So we need arcane stone bricks, which require arcane stone, which requires a crystal surrounded by just stone, it looks. So let's see what we have. Do we have any just plain stone laying around? Maybe under our normal blocks. Yep, we have some stone. And do we have any crystals? Now, I wonder if I can finally use these crystals. That would be good, because we have a whole bunch of those just sitting around. Yep, and it makes arcane stones. Awesome. So we completed that task here, providing all the arcane stones. And there's that for making arcane stone bricks, which is basically just the arcane stones in here as well. So that makes 52 arcane stone bricks. So with that in mind, anything walking across it will have a greater speed for a couple of seconds. Okay. So we basically finished that. So we have down here, so basically we want, like, the air stone is basically what it looks like. And then it turns into, like, Cloud Stepper Ring, Verdant Charms, all those things. Now, what do we have under plain alchemy? Place a... Oh, is this what it is? Okay, place a crucible over heat, add water and wait until it boils, add ingredients with the essential required, either by dropping them in or clicking them, then throw in the catalyst. Things to note, shift right-clicking, yep, each crafting operation will consume some of the water. I can craft multiple items at once, using sufficient essentia and using multiple catalysts. Does not dissolve over time. Essentia crystals should be easy to craft. All I need to do is break down a quartz crystal into smaller shards. Simply dropping a shard into the crucible should soak up some of the essentia and cause the crystal to grow. Probably cause at least twice the essentia that the crystal end up containing. There's a net loss of quartz, which is not always the easiest thing to find. So we can make white niter. Yeah, we learned how to make the glass files, the essentia filter, and the morphic resonator, which requires rare earths. I think we have a couple of rare earths and everything sitting around as well. So let's go into alchemical metallurgy. And to make one of those, it's just an iron ingot and some instrumentum. So let's quickly go. Let's quickly get rid of this water. So let's put some more water in there. This will probably be one of the last things that we're going to be doing. So let's put some water in there. Quickly wait for it to start going, wait for it to start boiling. And then we need to find some instrumentum. So it's basically... I knew I saw it somewhere in here. Something somewhere. Let's see. That's one instrumentum. I don't know if we want to use the arrows for that, though. I'm going to quickly look over here. And see what we end up finding. Let's try. Has to be something somewhere over here. Lava buckets, which give lots of fire. They give a little bit of energy as well. Those give some relatively interesting things. So yeah, so I suppose we're just going to be using arrows. So it looks like it's starting to bubble, starting to boil. So all we need is 5 instrumentum. So let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 arrows. Give it a second to start boiling. So brass is sturdy, low friction. There should be a way of crafting it via alchemical transmutation. So we have that. So now we just put one of these in. And in theory, it should be turned into something else. I don't think it wants to work. I'm definitely missing something here. Definitely missing something to be able to actually going and getting that working. But with that, I am going to be ending today's live stream here. So we got most of the essentials out of the way, from what it looks like. We did manage to go and get a little bit into our alchemy here. There's a lot of things. Essentia transport, thallium, essentia smelters, and then the arcane infusion, which is going to be really cool and awesome as well. But with that, I am going to be ending the stream here, so I hope you guys did enjoy today's live stream. If you did enjoy today's live stream, feel free to leave a big thumbs up down below. Feel free to maybe just leave a comment on what your favorite part of the video is, or maybe some suggestions for future streams. And if you enjoy the content in general, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.